Well, the military appreciation game, Miami versus Stanford, is almost here, and the alternate uniforms have officially been revealed. That's right. The Canes are rocking camo on Saturday night. And as usual, the response from fans has been very mixed. What's going on, Canes fans? The news just dropped on these uniforms, and I could not wait to make a video taking a closer look. We're going to zoom in on these bad boys and see what we think. And I just want to ask that down in the comment section, you be open and honest with me. Let me know if you hate them. Let me know if you love them. Don't worry about what other people are saying. Let me know what you think. There's not a right or wrong answer here. And the reception overall has been fairly negative, which is to be expected because I understand a lot of Canes fans prefer just the classic look. Let's not mix it up. There's also superstitious people, but we'll talk about that more in depth in a few minutes. So you can see here earlier today, Miami Hurricanes official Twitter account puts out this picture and says camo mode activated. And it kind of gives you a glimpse at some different portions of the uniform combo here. But what I've done is I've went and downloaded some other images here, some different points of view, and we're going to zoom in and see what we can find. And I thought I downloaded this a few minutes ago, and legit, there was a player in this picture originally when I downloaded it. Dang it. Okay. I thought that it was going to be funny. I promise that's the only time I'm going to make that joke. You get it because it's the camo and he's like in the woods and anyways. So it looks like it's a digital camo pattern, black numbers. I kind of dig that. I think that it was the right call. You can see that the U logo is blacked out here on the front, on the chest. They did the same with the Adidas logo and outlined it in tan. I think that's a pretty cool look, in my opinion. Looks like that there's some sort of patch, maybe an American flag over on the shoulder. How about them helmets? Blacked out helmets, black face mask, and the Miami on the front is camo and outlined in orange. Some people were complaining they wanted more orange on the uniform. I could maybe agree with that. I don't know if you could have snuck it in, maybe some stripes or something, but it probably looks a little odd mixed in there with the black, and maybe it would be a little bit too much going on. I don't know. Let's go to another one, see if we can get a different angle here. So here's the back of them. You've got the breathable mesh here working its way up. Again, I like the black and tan color together. I think that's a fantastic combo. I think it looks really good. Here's where some people are probably going to get a little iffy on it. Anytime you mess with the actual U logo itself, so it's going to have camo inside of it. But to be fair, I think it would also look very out of place if this was just the normal orange and green U on the side. I mean, you've camoed everything out. It's either tan or black outside of that. You do have to say they did add the touch of orange with the outline on the Miami. They did the same on the front. They did it here on the back of the helmet as well. These helmets are great. These helmets look badass, honestly, in my opinion. But it looks like the pants here, they went with a green color. All right, see if we can get another view of that. Well, not yet. So that is, in fact, an American flag patch here on the shoulder. And it looks like they might have some camo gloves, maybe. It's blurred out a little bit here, but we'll get a better look at them here in a few minutes. Another angle of the helmet. Beautiful. I absolutely love that helmet, man. Here we go. Now we can kind of see everything minus... we can't see the shoes yet. The gloves, okay. So a lot of tan. A lot of tan here on the gloves. You've got some digital camo there, black with the Adidas stripes. That looks pretty good. The pants, the pants, man. can't tell. The more I look at it, I don't know if I dig the pants. Should they have been tan? Should they have been black? I don't know. I'm not sure if maybe the pants are throwing off the vibe a little bit. Maybe not. We'll look at some more pictures. I just can't tell if I dig the pants or not. So they got the accessories here. The armband is digital camo. We already kind of saw the front here, but this is a little bit different look. We can't see the shoes, right? Okay, can't see the shoes, but it looks like they're going to be camo as well. Here we go. This one's perfect. This is the money shot right here. They are. Okay, so they are digital camo there on the shoes with tan laces. Basically kind of more or less what the gloves are. Pretty close to that. Maybe a little more camo on the shoes versus what you see on the gloves. Let's bring it up a little bit here. This Adidas logo, it must be the lighting. I was going to say that one looks gray or silver, but it must just be the lighting in this shot right here. It is kind of funny. You know, they went out and got these shots outdoors like this. Now, I will say there's an argument here that the Canes could be setting themselves up with these uniforms when it comes to the jokes, right? I know people are going to say, man, you know, there's no way Carson can find the receivers now because they're camo, and you know, we can kind of poke fun at ourselves a little bit there just to stop us from crying. But also opponents are going to, you know, they're going to be able to crack some jokes if Miami were to lose. But I have some thoughts on that and things that we'll discuss here in just a little bit. Before we move on to the next picture, I do want to give a quick shout out to the #1 sports app, Sleeper. Thank you, Sleeper, for sponsoring this video. I love entering the picks contest. It's my favorite part of the app. It's so much more than fantasy football. You can track live stats for games. You can chat it up real time with other users. You can do fantasy leagues if you want to, and you can enter picks contest. Make sure that you check out Sleeper down in the description below. To enter the picks contest, you're simply picking more or less on player stats, and you have an opportunity to win real money. Use code word Coop. You'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100 on that first deposit. And right now, they're offering $20 for free, no deposit needed. You just have to click the link down in the description below. Shout out to Sleeper. Thank you for sponsoring the video. Let's move on to the next picture, which is a little bit of a side shot here. I can't get over, I would say my favorite part is the helmet and the gloves. The gloves are just sick. Absolutely love that. Still just don't know about the pants, man. I'm obsessing over these pants a little bit. I'm not really sure how to feel. Let me look at this flag a little bit closer here. So it's sort of the black and tan on that. I'm not seeing anything hidden in here that we haven't already caught. Let me know if I miss anything, if there's something that I don't talk about. We've got 2 more pictures to look at. Okay, so here he is stanced up. Just kind of looking around. Final pick. There we go. That's a pretty good shot. We can kind of zoom in a little bit more on the side of the shoe. So outlined Adidas logo on the inside, filled in with the black on the outside. He's rocking the black Adidas socks. Same Adidas logo here on the side of the pants. Okay, final thoughts. Final real thoughts. I'm not going to hold back because my opinion is my opinion. I don't care if people hate it or they love it. I think for a one-time alternate uniform, military appreciation, because you know that they were going to do it. I think these are pretty fire. I think they look pretty cool, honestly. in my opinion. Would I want them to wear these all the time? Of course not. But I will say, if they win in these, a lot more people will like them than they did before the game. It's tough because you announce an alternate uniform the week after a loss, so fans are already on edge. Obviously, Miami fans are already iffy about alternate uniforms, period. Also, many believe in the alternate uniform curse, even if at times they lose in them, at times they don't. Miami Knights were very popular, and then they weren't. They were popular when Miami was winning in them. They became unpopular when they started losing in them. Winning makes everything look good. So if you come out and you lose in these, people are going to say we wore those stupid, dumbass camo uniforms, and that's why we lost. You should never mess with the uniforms. But the reality is this. Miami wore orange over white last week, and guess what? They lost. So me personally, I'm not really a superstitious guy. There is a little bit of an argument where if you change things up a little bit, because we talk about how much with football is routine and repetition and doing things the same way while trying to improve, of course. But I'm talking about just changing up your look, and maybe they fit a little bit different, feels a tad bit off. But overall, I don't really think it plays that big of a part. If they win in these, the majority of people will think that they are at least okay. You lose in them, it's a very, very bad look. Fans are already on edge. So you're seeing a lot of negative feedback with these. We don't shy away from addressing good or bad things when it comes to Miami. The overall reception on social media was bad. Fans do not like it. And it's a mixed bag as to why they don't, which is why I want to know how the viewers here on this channel feel about it, because I do value your opinion. I want to go through and read and see what you guys think. And again, just be real and open about it. I think that they are pretty cool. I'm torn. I'll bring it over again. I'm torn on them pants, man. And I don't know what it is. Would I go out and buy this jersey to keep? Probably not, but I'm also just not a big camo guy. Just period. I don't really go out and do any hunting anymore. I used to when I was younger, but I don't really rock the camo very often. But for this game, military appreciation, I think it's a pretty cool idea, a neat thing to do, but that's just my opinion. I'm somewhat neutral, I guess you could say, on it, but I don't think they did a bad job. It's all right. It's all right. And there are some parts of it that are very cool. Very cool. I dig the helmets, right? Dig the helmets. So let me know. Let's chop it up down in the comment section below. Remember though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.